Welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about the ghost town of Thistle, Utah. Thistle is a ghost town in Spanish Fork Canyon in southeastern Utah County, Utah, United States. During the era of steam locomotives, the town's primary industry was servicing trains for the Denver and Rio Grande Western Railroad, often shortened to DNRG, DNRGW, or Rio Grande. The fortunes of the town were closely linked to those of the railroad until the changeover to diesel locomotives, when the town started to decline. In April 1983, a massive landslide, specifically a complex earth flow, dammed the Spanish Fork River. The residents were evacuated as nearly 65,000 acre feet, 80 million cubic metric meters of water backed up, flooding the town. Thistle was destroyed. Only a few structures were left partially standing. There's the foundation of the school. Federal and state government agencies have said this was the most costly landslide in the United States history, the economic consequences of which affected the entire region. The landslide resulted in the first presidentially declared disaster area in Utah. U.S. Route 6 and U.S. Route 89 and the railroad, now part of the Union Pacific Railroad's Central Corridor, were closed for several months until they were rebuilt on a higher alignment overlooking the area. The remains of Thistle are visible from a view area along US 89 or from the California Zephyr passenger train. Most of Thistle's residents were railroad employees sent to live in town, but there were some who had settled before the railroads arrived. The first settlers were part of the Mormon migration to Utah, and the first of these was the Pace family, who migrated from Nauvoo, Illinois, reaching Thistle in 1848. Fifth-generation descendants of the Pace settlers continued to operate a family-owned cattle ranch until the town was evacuated in 1983. Other settlers included Mormons who originally settled elsewhere in Utah but subsequently arrived to homestead fertile ground in Billy's Mountain on the north wall of the canyon. Among them was the mountain's presumed namesake, William Johnson. A small group of Utes inhabiting the canyon frequently raided the newcomers, and as a result, were forcibly relocated in the 1870s. Homesteading was practiced in Thistle until the early 1900s. Until the arrival of the railroads, the town's economy was based mainly on farming and ranching, although there was also some mining activity in the region, including a vein of asphaltum that was mined between 1892 and 1914. The aftermath of the Thistle landslide in April 1983 was the town was almost completely destroyed. Most wooden buildings were carried away in the floodwaters. The state installed a temporary pumping station to prevent the lake from overflowing the dam. Patrol boats skimped up the floating remains of the town to prevent the debris from blocking the pumps. Most remains were either naturally deposited or placed on the eastern shore of the lake. By autumn, the tunnels to restore the flow of the river and drain the lake are operational. Shortly after, debates among former residents, neighboring residents, and government officials began on what to do with the dam created by the landslide. Some wanted to make the lake permanent. The state engineer commissioned a study to determine if the landslide dam could be used to retain the water. They recommended building a new dam upstream from the landslide rather than attempting engineering work on the landslide dam. Thank you for watching today's video.
Hey everybody watching has to subscribe. Subscribing is cool. Thanks.